All right, people, so here's a new build. This is a 2016 Dodge Dart Sxt. We have some front end damage here to the driver's side. There's no airbags deployed. I already have most of the pieces. The only thing I'm missing is the headlight and the radiator. So I gotta fish it out of here, and I'm gonna put it inside the shop and start taking everything off. One thing I do like about this car are these this tail light. It's kind of like those the Chargers. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this thing out. Watch what this does. It's no bueno. I've taken the front bumper off, a few of the engine covers on the bottom of the engine, the driver headlight, and as you can see, this radiator support is all bent up on the top right here, along with this bracket. I'm not sure if this bracket is part of the radiator support. I think it is. I have the new radiator support in the back over there, so I'll see. I took the reinforcement bar off. Right now I'm working on taking the radiator support off, and once I have that off, I'll inspect that rail arm and this one too, that framer I mean, and if everything is good, I'll throw this one on, start kind of piecing it together, see if everything lines up. And I was actually looking at this fender. It has a little dent right here and over here from opening and closing the door, and I bought a new fender, but I think I could repair this one. Welcome back, people. It's the next day here at Vega Builds. And I actually left kind of early yesterday. Kind of didn't clean up or anything. It was Thanksgiving, and I was hungry. I hadn't really eaten the whole day. So, but we're back. We're back, and I forgot where I left off. Just kidding, no, I didn't. I still have to take the support off. I still have to put the hood hinges on, the new ones, I mean. And I did find frame damage, but it's not bad. You see this little crease right here? It's supposed to be nice and flat, so we have a bit of a crease. The impact was more towards that way, so this was pushed back and up, but it's no big deal. It's easy fix. As you can see right here, it's separated a little bit, that small gap. This was the first time I've seen a fender, what is it called, with a seam. I had to bang it out with the little chisel, this bad boy. I've never seen that, so it took me a while to take this fender off. I could have avoided this damage when I first got the car if I would have taken the fender off first. What else? I had a good Thanksgiving. I ate a lot. My sister made some turkey, and my mom made tamales. So I just ate some leftovers this morning before coming out here. But yeah, let me get to it. Today's Friday. I need to go buy oil, because I have this Dodge Dart, I have a Honda Elantra and a Kia Forte right now that I'm working on. And as you can see, this one needs an oil change. So I might just call Pep Boys and have them deliver it here. I'll change the oil on this one now that it's actually on the lift. I have to go drop off the seat of my Kia Forte. That's in another video. The airbag deployed inside the seat, so I have to get someone to stitch that back up for me. I got a new airbag in there already. So that's that. Let's get to it. I got the hood installed. I got the driver fender installed. I actually kept the original hood hinges in there. I was looking at them, moving them around, and they look to be in good shape. So I'll save me some money on hinges. I'll be returning those. And I'll need to be saving that money because I kind of ruined this transmission oil cooler. You can see it leaking. I was lowering the car and it was positioned like this up under the transmission, so it started bending, and this was about $100. And like I had previously mentioned, I ended up busting that transmission fluid cooler. As you can see, it's leaking all over the place. It's worth about $100, but I lucked out and found one at my local junkyard for $20. And I needed the horn as well, so I got that, and that was $10. So I saved myself about $100, because it's brand new, I would have paid 30 for that and 100 for that. And for everything, I paid 30 at the junkyard. I mentioned it in this video, but one of my builds, I mentioned that I was trying to buy a tram gauge. So I went and picked one up, found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I wanted to know what brand it was, just because I like knowing that type of stuff. But the guy didn't know what brand it was. He said he's had it for like 5 years, and he never really used it. I asked him if he did body work, but I guess he just worked on a few of his personal cars, but he didn't do it for a living. So I went ahead and picked this up. And as you can see, it has two different sizes of this. This comes handy, especially when you have bent rails, which in this car, they weren't bent. They weren't bent at all. I only had damage right here. And this had actually opened up. I don't know if I showed you guys in the previous video, but this was opened up. And as you can see, I banged it in. I pushed it in. I'm gonna sand this down and put some primer on it so it won't rust. So yeah, that stuff is, that tram gauge definitely comes in handy. We have this multi-piece bumper pieced together. It's the bumper, this cover, the grill, this part of the grill. So that's two. And then this top cover. I went ahead and pieced it together. I have the inserts and all that, the lower grill and these fog light inserts on this bumper. So I'll transfer those, and it looks like this has I think what it's called is an active grill shutter or something like that. So gotta transfer all that good stuff over to this one. But yeah, that's the bumper. I also have to attach this somehow. I ended up using the original grill. I had bought one and it's chrome, but I like this black one and it's still in good shape. So I'm gonna return that one, and the black one I think looks better, honestly. I got my headlight, I got a radiator, I got a condenser, I got an extra condenser down there, but that's for my Elantra. So I'm gonna get started on it today. I have all the parts I need. I'm gonna assemble it, fix this, and I should have it ready for inspection. All right, so we have the radiator condenser on, the front reinforcement bar, the hood latch. I was able to close down the hood and it locks in. Everything's still kind of loose. The hood is still loose. My reinforcement bar and radiator support aren't bolted down all the way. I kind of want that play. I want that play to see how the bumper and headlights line up. Just got to put some final touches on it. Fog light bezels, lower grill, tighten up some stuff underneath, and do some paperwork and take it to inspections tomorrow. All right, so I got my body lines looking good. This one's a little off right here. As you can see, this plastic piece dips down, but I want to say once I get this metal bracket that goes right here, you see this one that's on this side, it goes under this plastic. So once I get it under there, we should lift it up a little and make that body line look good. So I might close this one up just a little bit, but I think it looks good right there. Body line's looking legit. This morning I took it to inspections, it passed, and I took all the paperwork down to the state, and now it's just a waiting game. I'll probably receive the rebuilt title in about 4 to 8 weeks. So I can paint it now, so that's probably what I'll do in the next few weeks. Put some paint on it. But meantime, I'm gonna get started on my other projects. I have this Hyundai Elantra and a red Kia Forte. I kind of wanted to get it painted already. Right now I'm working on the fender. Remember that dent right there? And the one right there I'm working on right now with some glaze. I took this front bumper off. I'm gonna take it all apart and paint it today, get it painted. All right, guys, check this out. So I have my bumper and the two painted pieces here and my hood. The only thing that's not in here is my fender, which I just laid primer on, and I want to wait about a day before I wet sand it. So everything is scuffed up. I wiped it down with a tack cloth. And right now I'm gonna spray some Bulldog adhesion promoter, so the paint could stick real good to these plastic pieces. So that's what we're at right now. Let's get to it. After a few coats of paint, I think these parts are ready for some clear. So we're gonna let this dry for a little longer. Apply some clear and let it dry overnight.